Hey guys, we're going to be doing some 5x5 Yao example songs. Scrambles will be in the description. This is the first one. So I think the first two centers here look pretty bad generally. I do see that you do the white bar, inner bar first with LR prime, or some sort of similar. If I want to do FB prime or something. And then I also noticed that when I do that, I'll form this bar, and I know this corner will come down here. I also see I can maybe use this corner instead. Or no, I want to use this one, I think. So I'll do the slice. I know this is solved, and then I'll solve that. Next I see this piece, and then when I'm doing that move, I'll notice here, and kind of slide over with that. Since I see this, do that. I know that I'll make my next 2x3 with these pieces. So I insert that edge, insert that edge. Can't really see any pieces, so I'd rotate like this. Nice little easy case. I've been seeing a lot of white-red pieces. I know there's a white-red somewhere in the back here, and I see these two. Just the white-red. So white-orange here too. And the other one, not sure if there it is, so rotate up. See it here. Insert. I know there's white-blue here, and I think there's one back here as well. Yep. And then this. And immediately I see this shape, which is a really easy T-case. So I will probably just do something like that. Solve T, rotate up, because there's no edges here. Solve that, rotate up again. No, it's just this. And then this is kind of a rough case. I'd actually just do green here. I would insert this edge here, and then solve this bar. See this. Solve that. Probably orange here, solve the orange T. Solve that, solve that. I see two white green pieces here and I see the edge here, so I do this. Sorry, I thought those would be the x-axis, but I'd have to insert it here. Slice up slice, insert here. I saw the yellow green edge go here and I see this one, so I said look for the midge. There it is. I see yellow blue, but I also see this yellow orange here. And I also saw the yellow blue midge here, so I know there's going to be a slice up slice case. I just had to track that last one. There's that. I would do a Y2 just to see more of the cube. I'd either do yellow, red, or green, orange. I think I'll do green, orange, honestly, because I know the edge is right there. And then just a line. I see this will solve pretty quickly, and I know that this will align with this. And then here I know that after I do a slice up slice, I'll have no parity. So, because if I finish the case, it would look like this. So I can just slice up, slice this over, slice this over, slice up, slice, and then kind of cancel. And it's just a nice little 3x3 stage. So I immediately see a bunch of white 2x1s here. Probably do YU L2 F2 L prime. And then I notice the rest of the pieces are here, here, and here. I know that the white edge will come up here, so I can do an F immediately. And I know I can just do L, and it's kind of right there. So do F prime, or yeah, I'm gonna solve the rest of the bar. And then I see these, so I would do that. I saw this piece here. I know most of the other two pieces are here, so I'd rotate up. And I see this, which will tell me that the white-orange pieces are going to align in a way where you have two on the same. So I would do that. This is kind of rough. I saw a white-blue piece and I see one down here, so I'd probably go for that first and here comes the other one. And then white-red's back here. There's one on the bottom here too. So I do that. See a red bar, so I do L2 because I knew that edge is in the back. Solve the bar. This is kind of bad for the last red bar, but I would probably do. I guess I would solve that corner. Solve that, and this is 2x2. I know that this is here, so I get this edge out. Probably solve the corner there, and then solve that bar in here. Here I do the orange center, so I'd sledge here to get that, and finish off. Here I would probably insert this first, because if I were to insert this, I'd have to use F moves. So I'd insert this, and insert that, and that. And then immediately I see this block, obviously, and then I see the yellow-green with this. So I'd probably insert probably that first, just because I know that'll be up here. And then then this shows up, and I know since that yellow piece here, and I just found the other one, I'll go right into that. I see this yellow blue piece here, and I see a yellow midge back here. I'm not sure what color it is, so I'd probably just look towards that. It's orange, so I'd probably here, slice and slice. And I know the orange midge is still on that layer, so I would put the other orange edge in, and finish off. And I see this immediately. I also see blue-red actually is pretty easy as well. I still think I would probably do green-orange first. Find the corresponding areas I would solve here. And this solves a block, and slice and slice. Go to the stage. So you do see the one or two move bar here for yellow. What else do we got? We got some good stuff on white too. Okay, yeah, I'd probably do white. So I know that once I finish inserting all of these, I'll have the two white corners here, and the edge will be down here. So I can kind of predict how I'm going to do the rest of that. So I'll do U. One corner comes into view here, and the other one. Wait, I thought there was an L in there somewhere. Anyways, I knew this corner would be here at least. And then I would solve that. And to that. And this is also kind of bad. I do see this has these two, so I just solved 2 by 2, and I did see a little block back here as well. So I do that. And solve that like that. And I think I see green-white pretty early here, so I'd obviously solve that first. I don't see the green-white edge pretty immediately, so I'd have to rotate a lot, and there it is. And then I did see white orange, not also on the front of the cube, so I'd have to rotate up. There's the edge. See white red on the bottom here. I think the wing is here. Yep. So do that. I know this is a 3-move T, so I'd probably set the edge. There's one down here. And I know there's another edge on back here, so I could probably just look right into it. Solve the center. Probably just solve this 2 by 2. Solve 2 by 3. And solve the last one. We already have a little T here. So I would solve that, solve the rest of the center. And here I do an F prime to get it out of the bottom layer. Rotate my U. I see a lot of yellow, orange, and yellow blue pieces. So that'll probably be my main focus. Probably go for yellow, orange first. Oh, there's the back, this is the back. And I know the 2 yellow blue ones are in the back here too. I also see yellow, green, and that yellow, green edge here is going to be back here after I finish. Or, sorry, so then why do you? It'll be in the same spot. But if I were to do D2, it would be back here. And then I saw this yellow red, see this yellow red, and see that. So I would do something like that. And then a line. And then this is pretty bucky, it looks like. So I would probably just finish off that edge. Parity case. And then put it back here. This is actually a really nice start. You see a pretty easy R2 prime R2 here, and you could also solve that from the back. There's a better way to do this. I could also do L prime U2. I don't know if that's any better. Or no. No, because so I'd probably just do L2. I know I can do that as well without first center. R here. I don't want to put it in immediately, so I see this, so I'm going to solve this. And I know the other 2 are here, and I see some first or second center. Immediately this pops out to me. I also see this, so I know that after I solve this, the white-orange image will pop out here, and those 2 pieces will be close to each other, so I set up on the third. There's the third. And mine's here. That. And I saw this a little earlier, so now it would just go on like that. You can see that there's quite a few orange pieces up here, so I would probably just do that. Orange bar, I know there's a corner on the back, so I would do something like that. And that. So all the green pieces are up top pretty much, all the middle pieces, so I know there's at least one corner, so I'd solve this first. And then solve this edge here. And then I would solve this here. And then I could do that, but it would mess up this 2 by 2, so I'm going to do that that instead. And I can cancel into inserting this bar. And then solve the last two bars. That finally at this side of the middle layer. I do notice that from looking at this side, and I know where this edge is as well, that there's only one spot where the image can be, and it's back here. So I would insert the edge, slice over. Like that. I saw yellow blue immediately, and I know the image is here. And I do see this corner, or this wing as well, so I would rotate through that. I see yellow red pretty quickly. I see yellow red here as well, so probably that. I did see it kind of leave right there. Yellow green. I see these two, and I know yellow orange is pretty easy as well. I know that the one of them is here and one of them is here. Yep. So I can insert like that. And we got a pretty lucky escape here. So instead of doing the normal J trigger, I would just rotate back and insert that. And then immediately I see this, so just slice for slice. And then I probably solve that. Solve the rest of the bar. Shoot E out. So I don't really like the look of this scramble. I'd probably do either something with this mini T here, where I do R2 UIG prime and then try to solve the two I did there. I think that's probably best given this scramble. So I do R2 UIG prime, insert that. Oh, we get a corner. You know there's an edge down here. Or plus center, I guess, whatever. And then solve the rest of the center. And then here, I do notice this, so I would probably try to build 2x2 from that. And I notice that means this plus center is going to have to be back here, so I would rotate like so. And then something like that. I see white, blue relative to each other. And then I see the image. Then I see orange, white, and I notice it's back here. I see white, green here, I see white, red here. I'm not sure what color there. I'd probably rotate up and it will solve. I see it's white, red, so I'd probably just do that. I saw white, red here. Alright. I do see a lot of blue pieces. Rotate up. Go like that. Nice EDT. And I normally don't like doing blocky T's like this, where I leave a corner, because sometimes it's inefficient. But I think here I would, just because of how bad that is. So I'd solve that. And then solve the last bar like so. Little mini T here. Last edge. This you could do. I think I would do M prime here, honestly, because that solves this into a 2x2. Unless if you could also just do RU span. I think M prime here is much better. Get this 2x2, and then such here to solve that, and then you just do that, and then I see the pieces pretty quickly. YU to make it switch in or no echoes. I noticed this pretty quickly in this, and I know. This is yellow green, this is yellow green, there's probably yellow green somewhere up here. So comes into view. I see yellow blue here, I see the midge here. And look at that. And I see this, and I know that it'll solve the middle areas of what blue. Never mind. It didn't, but I would just slice back. And then here's actually a really lucky case. It's basically a 3 cycle, but you just have double parities, or not double parity, but 2 different parity wings, so it means no parity. So you would do that,